Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. We all know this COVID-19 stuff has been crazy. I have been out of work, so apparently I had no excuse because I've been home 24/7. But I had to get out, get my a breather. I needed to clear my mind. I really needed. I'm not used to being in the house all the time, so I really needed to just move myself. But I'm back and I've been watching 13 reasons why. I'm so happy. I forgot. In the midst of all this COVID stuff, I forgot that this show was even coming out. And mind you, let's get back to it. Last left off in season 3 was what's his name died. I can't think of the name right now. Please, it's a brain fart. It's a brain fart. The guy in jail who technically raped, molested, however you want to call it, Tyler, and everyone pretty much framed him. All the kids pretty much framed him for Bryce's murder. Now, so I feel bad, but I don't. I mean, it's like I don't know, because he was very bad, but you could also tell from his home life that he had so much anger with dealing with his sexuality too, and not being accepted of that that came out a lot in his temper. So I mean, I could see that, but he loved Bryce. He would never do anything like that to Bryce. So it's kind of, I mean, that's the sad part about it. It's like that's what's on his name. Like it's that he's a rapist. What he did was wrong, but it's also like you're a murderer too. So it's like I don't know. It's like so yeah. But then the guy Winston, who he went back, who found out that he went back and hooked up with, was like, yeah, I mean, y'all getting away with this. Y'all gonna pay for it. So it's like, ooh, what is he gonna do? We was never sure if they were ever gonna come back with season 4. So let's get to it. Season 4. Neighbors is the place to feel the tears, the place you lose your fears, yeah, reckless behavior. So season 4 starts off. We start off with Clay dreaming, having this dream. Mind you, let me tell you, I've only watched the first 3 episodes. Me and my boyfriend, we watched it. We had to cut off. Mentally, let me tell you, if you don't want any spoilers, I'm telling you, look away now. Watch the shows and then come back and watch the videos. Because mentally, this show tired me out. So I told him 3 episodes, I'm like, we have to give the show a break. I can't watch all of it just sitting fully, because that was stressing me out. Clay has been stressing me out, and it's only 3 episodes. He's stressing me out. There's like what, 10 left? Come on now, Clay. So he's dreaming that he saw, what is the boy name? I'm gonna remember his name by the end of this. That he dreamt of that he's dreaming of him, that he's still alive, and him and Justin went to go see him, and he's like, I didn't kill Bryce, you framed me. And then he wakes up, and boom boom boom, him and Ani is still together. Justin is coming back from rehab, and Jess is waiting for him. So yeah, that's that. But he ended up telling her that they can't be together, and that's not best for him, which is good. Like, he don't need nothing messing up his sobriety. He don't need any more extra stress freshly out of rehab to mess up his sobriety. Even though he loved the girl, but you don't want to be that stressed. You don't want to be that reason that he's going back to rehab, that he relapsed. You don't want to be that reason. Come on now, bro. But Play's been this has been one hallucinant as a couple of episodes. I'm just gonna tell you this. Like, he looked good. Sorry, babe. I love you, but he looked good. But he's going through stuff, and we also see that. What I find interesting, I think the dad of Alex, I think he knows. I think he told him that he knows that he killed Bryce, and he pretty much helped him bring her up. So the other cop is like kind of still looking into it. We see that he's kind of still looking into it, because he doesn't feel like they got the right killer. So I kind of feel like everybody's trying to cover their tracks now, because once they find out that Alex is actually the killer, everybody going down, even the dad, because he helped us and get rid of murder. So it's gonna be like, that's some crazy. So now it's like this big old thing. It's like Clay is like really stressing. So we also see that he's getting these phone calls from the guy's phone, and he ended up telling Ani, but he didn't tell everybody because everybody hasn't been hanging out as much because I think they want to keep that separate. Like, they want to keep reliving the same drama every year, so they want to keep that separate. We see that Tony is still dealing with his family, trying to get them to come back to America. And most likely that's not going to happen, which is really fucking unfortunate. And he's still dealing with police brutality as well. He has to fucking get searched because he looks like he's up to something and he about to dodge out of West. Like, come on now. You ain't searching none of these other white kids. Why you gotta search the only little brown boy you see walking past? So what also interesting is that we see that Winston is coming to Liberty. Hi. He's coming and he's like, I know who the fuck I'm gonna pinpoint and who I'm gonna torture, because he want the truth. He can't say that they lying because at this point you ain't got no proof. No one has any proof. So it's like, but he's trying to clear his boo's name. He want to clear his boo's name, even if he's dead. And it's like, we see him befriend Tyler, then we see him befriend Alex. And what also interesting is that we see that Alex starts next out with Zach. Zach is on a whole nother roller coaster. We don't know what entirely is up with Zach as far as the third episode's end. We still don't know. We just know that he's on this emotional roller coaster and he's trying to self-destruct. But we don't know what's going on. But we see that Alex kisses Zach, and I'm like, I knew it. Since season 1, you couldn't tell me that boy was not gay. He was maybe not, it takes people a while to come to that realization. It takes people all the way till they're adults, late adults even, to sometimes come with that realization that they may like the same sex. And that's perfectly okay. It's just, I knew that's where that was going to end up going with Alex. He just got that feel. So what else? Tyler is okay, still doing okay. He's got a job at the football booth, he's just doing that. I think he's probably the most sane one out of everyone. Well, he did get called into the police officer about some guns that they found in the lake, but we also found out that Alex's dad picked him up later down the line in episodes, and they have a secret. And he's like, don't tell no one. It'll all come clearly in as long as you don't tell no one. Which is like, what the fuck do we know? So Clay's getting these phone calls saying that I got his phone. We also find out that the sister is coming to play too. But he has a sister. Does she want vengeance? Does Winston want vengeance? Does the football team want vengeance? So Clay's been getting this call saying, I'm gonna tell everyone that you framed him, blah blah blah. Yeah. And then Clay is just spiraling. He is spiraling. I'm like cringing Clay, because you can mentally it's fucking with him, physically it's fucking with him too. Having this secret, it's slowly killing him. And then Ani is not seeing, like, girl, realize you want to move on with your life, but your man is going through some shit. Like, be there for him. But like, I'm gonna be here, baby. I'm gonna help you get through this if that's what you want me to do, or walk away. But you sitting there acting blind like you don't see that this man is going through some torture. You can see it physically and you can see it mentally. It's kind of crazy to me. But they end up leaking the call and end up going to the dance, and we see that he thinks that he's seeing the guy get killed, right? In jail. After they found out he's a child rapist, because we know rapists don't last long in Gen Pop in jail. So, when he comes to hallucinating, he sees that the football team was actually the ones that cloned his phone number, and they don't have any proof, but the way he's acting off of a prank, there's like, you pretty much gave us what we need. So now we're gonna be on that ass. But it's like, at that point, it's like, you still don't have any proof. Like, but here's the thing that's irritating me about Clay. Like, really irritating. This boy keep picking up evidence. This boy just keep touching shit. I'm sorry for all the cussing, but he keeps touching stuff. Like the spray paint. When someone said he got framed, it's all on the buzzer, and he picked it up. Your handprints. Then he's on the shower, see that it was a knife with blood, maybe fake blood. And then he picks it up. Like, what the fuck is going on? Do you not do anything? You don't touch stuff. You don't just be picking up stuff that is part of a crime. Your DNA's all over that now. So then he falls in the damn shower where the blood and the knife was at. Now he got blood all on his shirt. He goes find the doll. Boom. Then he walks into the dance where everyone is, holding the knife in his hands, bloody all over. So everyone's looking like, yeah, this boy crazy. And then at that point, Ani was like, I can't save everybody. I got to go, honey. It was just kind of true. It's like, you got to start looking out for yourself. After you save someone, you can only do so much for some people. You can only do so much. You can't save everyone. So you got to think about yourself at the end of the day. When you're saving people, you have to think about yourself. So that's what she initially, that's where episode 3 left off. It's like, he's in the gym. Because before that, he was at the college tour with Zach, and they were drinking beers, and then he hallucinated that he saw Bryce upstairs. So then he saw the girl it was a girl who was drunk, and her boyfriend took her upstairs. So he was hallucinating that Bryce was going to take advantage of her, and that he was also going to take advantage of her too. So I think Clay is more worried that that in the end, he's like every other guy. Like every other person is the same. Every other guy has bad intentions for everyone. Like he will eventually hurt everyone. That's what he thinks. So, I don't know. So then the guy ended up coming back and was like, why you standing over my girl? You see a girl drunk, you think you gonna rape her? So, I mean, for us, it's like, no, that's not what he thinking. But if you walk in the room and you see somebody standing over your girlfriend and she's passed out drunk and he's just standing there staring at her, you gonna think that's something about to go on. You gonna think some shit. So, luckily, he did nobody filed a report because it would have been over for Clay. So, yes. Alex and Winston end up kissing. Alex finally comes to terms that he may be bi. He may be gay. We don't know. But, I'm not sure if Winston's actually liking him or he's just doing it so he can get closer, because we see that he's asking a lot of questions. And how people don't know they're being questioned, because the way that he would answer them questions seems like I'm getting questioned. At that point, I'm like, but what you want? Asking all these questions. What you want? So, I'm just telling you, like, all that is just, like, what's really stressing me. Like, I'm afraid to finish the season. That's how stressful this shit was. But, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie. 10 out of 10 so far. It's really good. It's fucking stressful. It's fucking, like, drama. It keeps your attention the whole time. I'm telling you, it keeps your attention the whole time. Little funny moments. All the fucking actors are gorgeous. Like, they're all gorgeous, men and women. What more do you want? If you like the show, you can love season 4. I'm just want to know who is dead, because where they started off, someone's funeral. They don't show whose funeral it is. Now, if it's an important person, I'm big mad. See, I've been trying to stay off social media that's talked about the episodes, because I don't want to know who's dead. I want to find out for myself. I want the reaction for myself. But let me tell you, who needs a break? Justin. He needs a break. He needs a breather. This boy done been through so much, and it's like he's never going to fit in. Clay needs a break too, even though, he brought this on himself. But Clay needs a break too. Those two people I don't want to see that. Zach as well, even though I'm really wanting to find out what's wrong with Zach. I'm going to find what's up with him. Because he don't talk to the girl Chloe anymore, really. Like, he be ignoring her and shit. So I want to know what's up with that. But yeah, if you like this episode and you really, really, really are gonna finish watching the show, I'm gonna finish watching it, okay? I promise. But if you like this, please drop a like, a comment, and subscribe. Girl, I'm gonna finish the season. I'm even gonna watch that movie 365 Days. My babe didn't want to watch it. He was talking crap on it, so I'm like, I'm gonna just do it for myself. I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna critique it, and boom, I'm gonna make a video about it, since everyone's been talking about it. But yeah, let me know what else I should watch after this show. Okay? Yeah.
I love to hold you close.